Good morning and greetings from Northumberland. You can see that it's a very dark morning this morning, the 10th of September, and I need to start with an apology. I had a mental aberration yesterday and thought yesterday was the 11th of September rather than the 9th. I think it's all to do with this 9/11, 11/9 thing, and for some reason I made 9/9 either 9/11 or 11/9, so apologies to that. I might post what I said about 9/11 again tomorrow rather than doing a new reflection, but I'm not sure. We'll wait and see what happens. We all make mistakes. I think that's worth remembering as we look at our gospel today. In Luke chapter 6, we come to a passage which is again about conflict and teaching between Jesus and the religious authorities. Someone said to me earlier in the week, the Gospels seem to be repeating themselves. We had a whole series of Jesus arguing with the religious authorities just a couple of weeks ago, and now we've got a new series of those things happening. And I was saying to this person, of course, it's because we've moved from one Gospel to another, and that all Gospels feature this situation where Jesus is in conflict with the religious leaders and with the accepted wisdom of his day. And it's good for us to remember that Jesus also challenges us. And he challenges us today about our attitudes to others. Can a blind person guide a blind person? Won't they both fall into the pit? A disciple is not above his teacher. But when you are fully qualified, you will be like the teacher. Why do you see the speck in your neighbour's eyes, but do not notice the log in your own? And how can you say to your neighbour, let me take the speck out of your eye, without first taking the log out of your own? Jesus reminds us that we have to look to ourselves first. The only person we have any qualification to judge is ourselves, and even then we should be careful about our judgments, because judging is best left to God. And so we shouldn't judge even ourselves, but we can look at ourselves and say, I could do better. How can I be more faithful to Christ? How can I be more faithful to my vocation as a Christian? We do not seek to be those who judge others. We seek to be those who seek to follow Christ. As Jesus said in this thing, the disciple is not above the master. But when the disciple learns, he will become, or she will become, more and more like the master. And that's our vocation, to become more and more like Christ. Is there a point in your day, and there is often a point in mine, when I think to myself, how Christ-like am I being in my attitude to that person, or in my words about that person? How Christ-like am I being in the way in which I react, or in the way in which I speak, or in what I do? And when we come to that position, we shouldn't then condemn ourselves, oh, what a bad man, or what a bad girl, or what a bad lady, or what a bad woman or boy am I. We should actually look to Jesus, because he is the one who reaches out to us in the situation where we know we are at the least possible version of ourselves. He's the one who will reach out to us with love and forgiveness, and with the grace to start again. So yes, we have to look at what's wrong in our lives, but not in order to condemn ourselves, but in order that we may be able to reach out for God's love and be able to become more like the one who we follow. May God bless us in that.